they would always keep an eye out for lion again. That's right. Oh, well, one day, Iganga the guinea fowl was crossing the river to meet cow on the most delicious hill they knew. Oh, the grass there was so thick and juicy. Even from the river, Iganga the guinea fowl could hear cow tearing up one mouthful after the other, hungrily going chomp, 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 chomp. But oh, what was that slinking toward cow? Oh, it was a lion! Now you think that a small bird like a guinea fowl was no match for a lion. Oh, Iganga the guinea fowl did not think so. She did not think at all. She scratched and scrambled and worked herself right between lion and cow, kicking and flapping in the dust. Paga, 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 kicking dust all over. Lion roared. What was that? The sand, my eyes, my eyes. But by the time the dust storm had settled and Lion could see again, there was no sign of cow or guinea fowl either. He went home in a terrible temper, growling like his empty stomach. Well, the next day, guinea fowl was first at the grassy patch, and she went scratch, scratch, crunch, crunch, 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 scratch, scratch, crunch, crunch. And you can be sure that she kept her eyes wide open for lion. That's right. Soon she saw cow carefully crossing the river to join her, like this: slip, slop, clop. 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 Great work. But something yellow was twitching in the reeds. What do you think that was? The lion. The tail of the lion's tail. Oh, upward Iganga, half flying, half tumbling, with her stubby wings. Paga, 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 paga. Lion looked up, very surprised from his hiding place. What was this? A little black bird of a whirlwind was racing across the grass. And she called out, "Wekoklo, wekoklo, 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 cow, watch out!" Guinea fowl, growled Lion. That's where the sandstorm came from yesterday. I'll teach that guinea fowl. But the next moment, that old black bird was hitting the water. Fur, 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 fur. Lion exploded in a roar that ended underwater. I'll teach that guinea fowl to chase away my dinner, he sputtered. But by the time his roar was working properly again, cow and guinea fowl were safe over the next hill at cow's house. Iganga, mooed cow gratefully. Twice now you have saved me from lion. Let me help you do the same. Turning around, cow dipped her tasseled tail into a calabash full of milk. And then she shook her tassel full of milk all over Iganga's glossy black feathers. Flick, flock, flick, 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 spattering her with creamy white milk. Iganga the guinea fowl craned her head and admired the delicate speckles covering her back. She loved it so much she spread her wings wide, and cow sprinkled them too with milk. Flick, flop, flick, 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 flick, flop, flick. Oh, cow, it's beautiful. hot iganga. Can you try the wekoklo? Can you try that? Wekoklo, 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 wekoklo. Beautiful job. Thank you, cow, said guinea fowl. And then she set off to go home. On her way home, whom should she meet when a path crosses the river? But and he was in a terrible temper. He was still shaking the water out of his ear. He saw guinea fowl, but he did not recognize her. Why is that? Guinea fowl was different. She looked different. What does she have now?
White freckles.
She had speckles. She had white spots all over her. He said, "Ho, speckled bird, have you seen guinea fowl on your path?" "Yes, I have," said guinea fowl, hiding a smile. "I believe she went that way." She pointed a spotted wing far down the hills. "If you go right now and do not stop to rest, you might catch up with her in a few days." Lion leaped up, eager to teach guinea fowl a lesson, not bothering to even thank that strange speckled bird. Ho ho! But later he thought, it might be a good idea to take that strange bird along for a traveling snack. But when he turned back, he saw no sign of her. Where did she go? You see, guinea fowl's lovely spots helped her hide in the shadows and in the grass, helped her blend into her surroundings so the lion did not see her. Guinea fowl was so grateful, she went back to Cow's house to thank a friend again. Thank you, cow. Wekoklo, 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 wekoklo. And that is how guinea fowl got her white spots. So who are the two friends in this story?
The cow and the bird.
And the bird. What's the bird's name? You're right. What's the bird's name?
Guinea fowl.
Oh, you got it. Guinea fowl. Guinea fowl. What colors? Guinea fowl is
Black and white.
black and white. That's right. So guinea fowl and cow, do they look alike at all?
No.
No. Does cow have feathers?
No.
Does guinea fowl have fur?
No.
Does guinea fowl moo?
No.
She clucks, doesn't she? They're very different. But are they still friends?
Yeah.
You know, that's interesting.
They're the same color.
But they're the same color. It is so interesting. But you know, we have some cows that are brown and white. Have you seen that before? It's pretty cool.
I have.
Only in the book. I actually have seen it in the field.